Hey guys, EJ here. I wanted to kind of talk to you about how we go about building out a campaign and the things that you should be really thinking about when you're doing this for your business. Because I think it'll really kind of help to conceptualize the pathway to purchase, right? And so we start here by identifying the different stages that people are going to be in. And these stages are the exact stages of the customer value journey. And this method actually learned from a guy named Ryan Deiss, who's a legend when it comes to marketing, so to speak. But one thing that you're going to want to do is to make sure, and this kind of helps to keep the process super simple, and identifying what the next step should be, and then if they say yes or no, how are you going to deal with that? So when we're coming here we always start at the awareness stage. Well, let me back up. We're actually going to start with a little bit of the end in mind. What are we trying to get them to purchase? Okay, so we'll just put product here. I'm terrible at drawing, so we're just going to have some kind of sun in the bag. So this is our product, right? We want to be able to now kind of start working backwards a little bit in this process. So when it comes to convert, we have this product. What can we do to get them to actually, before they buy it, what do we need to do to have them give them us their name, phone number, and or email address? And that's the subscribe stage. So, but the cool thing is whatever this product is, this thing that we're trying to offer them here has to correlate directly with that. So we'll just call it the discount. We'll just do somewhat of a percentage off, just as a pure example. This can be a PDF. For us, we use the anti-seasonal framework document and the 5-level ad domination document as a lead magnet or something that is going to directly lead into them creating or scheduling an appointment with us. But for our intents and purposes here, we'll just say it's going to be a percentage off. So they're going to give us their name and email to get access to the percentage off to then get this product. But what do we have to do before they subscribe now? What do we have to do to get them to engage with us? What kind of content are we going to do and put in front of them to get them to start having a conversation with us, to start commenting on our posts, to start sharing things, to read a blog, to watch a video? What level of engagement do we need to require to be able to get them to say, I'm ready for that next step. I'm going to give you my name and number or name and email, and then I'm going to buy that product. But the cool thing is, if we have the end in mind, we should be building this content on about this product or about the benefits, the transformation that people will experience if they take that next step. Which is then going to lead us here to the awareness stage, which the awareness stage is just driving traffic, right? So you're typically going to have an ad, your social media posts, your typical ways that you're going to be driving traffic. But then after you build that out, you start saying, okay, if they see an ad about us talking about a certain topic, which then drives to a blog post or gets them to actually join our Facebook group or starts to comment on things like this content here should be designed to be able to get them to want to take this next step, right? So if you're starting to walk forward and it's starting to make sense, you can now say, okay, this is a good path. And then you can start putting in things like, well, if they watch this, but then they don't take the action, what do I need to do then? Or if they start engaging with us, but they don't subscribe, what additional pieces of content or what else can I put in front of them to be able to get their contact information? And then if they give us their contact information, but then don't make a purchase, what do we need to do to get them to make a purchase? What are the additional pieces of content or the additional value that they need in order to make that next step? And then once we get there, we start talking about the excite stage. This is the customer experience. So after they make that initial purchase, what are we going to do to drive excitement so that they know that that purchase they just made, they're not going to get that buyer's remorse or anything like that. They're going to know, it's going to click with them that they made the absolute right decision. So this is the experience, customer experience, which things like this, a lot of companies, when you buy an initial product, they have a post-purchase email sequence that kicks out that says, here's how to use this, here's our warranty information. And then some companies even reach out to make sure that you're able to use it. And if you had any questions, things like that helps really drive that excitement of the purchase that they just bought or the purchase they just made. And then that leads to the extend stage. So what products, additional products and services do we have that we can naturally lead them into that's going to allow them to use more of what they just bought or build additional value on exactly what they just bought? So a lot of cell phone companies and things like that, once you buy the cell phone, they're going to have cases and headphones and all these additional accessories and pieces that just makes the experience with that device they just got that much better. So that's just a quick rundown of how to build out, but how to methodically think through the campaign structure so that when you actually put these pieces together and you give them to your marketing team, they're going to know exactly what to do, and they're going to be able to create the right audiences and do the right things to be able to maximize the efforts here. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know what you think.